If you implement these steps, you are going to notice some incredible results within a couple of days. 1. Develop self-confidence. If you feel as though you are not important and not needed, you might also suppress LH release. After all, evolution doesn't want you to reproduce when you feel as though you don't have anything figured out, because you then risk endangering the lives of your offspring. So making yourself feel as though you've got it all figured out and under control can really help create the right cascade of signals that leads to LH being released generously. Not to mention spending more time in those activities that supply you with meaning. For some personalities, this is taking up aggressive leadership positions in society. For others, meaning is found in creative pursuits. The last remaining hunter-gatherers today, for instance, live in highly egalitarian societies, where there is little incentive to hoard resources or dominate over other members of the tribe, and these men certainly do not go lacking in the physique department. 2. Start doing some heavy lifting in the gym. At least thrice a week, ideally 5 to 6 days a week. If you follow this step, you are going to see some huge results in your testosterone level. You must not miss your leg workout. Doing some squats with heavy weights can bring your testosterone up. 3. Add a lot of good and healthy fats to your diet. Avoid taking too much junk food and carbohydrates. You need to take healthy saturated fat. These are present in dairy products such as milk and yogurt, and even in cheese. Some other fats which are essential for you are omega-3 fatty acids, so consuming fish oil supplements would be of great help. Also, walnuts are a good source of these fats. Then monounsaturated fats, which are present in olive oil and almonds, would really help you to balance your healthy fats. 4. Detox your liver. Detoxifying your liver helps boost testosterone naturally. If you are struggling with frustration, unforgiveness, anger, and guilt, then these things are going to drop your testosterone levels over time. You can feel stress-free most of the time and forgive people through meditation and yoga. 5. Vitamin D3. You must make sure that you don't lack important nutrients such as vitamin D3. If you are low in vitamin D3, then your testosterone level would be lower. You need to get in the sun for 30 minutes daily. If you are not able to do it, then you must consume vitamin D3 with 5,000 IUs on a daily basis. If you have tested your blood level and it's below 70, you really need 5000 IS twice a day for at least 4 months to incredible your blood level. You can take some other supplements having ginseng in them. Ginseng has been shown to naturally balance testosterone levels. 6. Staying clear of excess carbs, especially when not paired with protein or fat sources, can spike insulin, as well as chronic stress. Excessive lean protein consumption can also dysregulate blood glucose levels through hyperinsulinemia. Protein is best obtained from fat protein sources such as muscle meats, full creamed milk and cheeses, whole eggs, and so forth. Protein powders and other low-fat, ultra-processed high-protein beverages might not be so good. Regardless of how much free testosterone you might have in your system, they cannot be of any use unless they dock into their respective receptors on your cells. From there, they must be able to signal the right changes within your cell. 7. Respect your personal fat threshold. Getting too lean in an attempt to get ripped doesn't necessarily equate to increased testosterone release. This is again because carrying too little fat around your body signals to your pituitary via hormones made by your adipocytes such as leptin that you are famished with. Remember that for much of our evolutionary history, humans have been famished. Excesses of body fat are a relatively modern concern. Carrying a little bit of healthy, subcutaneous fat signals to your brain that you have enough abundance left over to also provide for your offspring. A reliable way to have your fat threshold figured is through blood lipid screening, looking at your triglyceride levels mainly, and also through personal assessments of libido. Testosterone is directly connected with libido, the motivation to seek out sexual opportunity. 8. Spend more time in an anabolic state. Testosterone is an anabolic hormone, and all anabolic hormones work best in anabolic conditions, where their signaling can have synergetic effects. Consuming enough animal protein, which is particularly enriched in the branched-chain amino acids, a potent activator of anabolic pathways within cells, as well as supplementing protein intake with a solid resistance training regimen can create the right anabolic signals within your skeletal tissue. Sometimes, anabolism is as simple as eating more food, more calories, and more nutrients with it, not to forget exercising more. Be mindful of plateauing if you want to keep your testosterone production up. You want to create an ever-increasing need for anabolism. Bodybuilders often do this by increasing the weights they train with. 9. Intermittent fasting. The first thing I would like to mention here that you can start to do to overcome low testosterone is to start intermittent fasting. It is proven by research that intermittent fasting has helped men boost their testosterone levels by 300–400% if they do it along with some weight training. That's a big improvement. You need to skip breakfast and eat your meals closer together. You must eat 3 meals, first at the noon, one at 3 to 4 o'clock, and the last around 6 p.m. So it is better to do a workout in the morning. That's going to allow your organs to rest, especially your liver, which is important for balancing your hormones. You need to drink a lot of water to cleanse your body, and also cut your sugar intake, as it is responsible for accumulating bad bacteria in your liver. Anecdotally, I have found that on those days I feel purposeful, and as though I am doing something of greater relevance. I get better results from exercise as well as enhanced libido. The same effect is produced by the knowledge of someone being dependent on you, perhaps a girlfriend or a daughter, for their protection. This seems, after all, like common sense from a broader, evolutionary perspective. And lastly, do not lose grasp of the bigger picture surrounding testosterone and the single-minded pursuit of increasing it. More testosterone is not always better. Your body makes the appropriate amount of testosterone to support your lifestyle and activities. For instance, married men experience a marked decrease in testosterone. This reduces aggression and improves monogamous sexual behavior, evolutionary programming that improves the survival of the offspring. After all, an important part of perpetuating your genes is also taking care of the offspring you've helped produce, ensuring their survival. Testosterone also stresses the body, as do all anabolic activity, reducing lifespan, as the process of synthesizing proteins is a metabolically intensive one. This is why protein intake is associated with a thermic effect of food. A faster metabolism from carrying more metabolically intensive skeletal tissue also comes at a cost of increased ROS production. Researchers call this the oxidation handicap hypothesis, to allege that a trade-off exists between the expression of secondary sexual traits, such as muscle and facial hair, and oxidative stress, where testosterone reduces our body's resistance to oxidative damage. This is explained by K-selection theory, where we find that those who mature very quickly, reproduce younger, and live in the fast lane, so to speak, die younger, while those who attain sexual maturity late and reproduce later live the longest. In humans, this stark contrast in reproductive strategies is illustrated by the hunter-gatherers and pastoralists. I think this explains why some of the longest living populations are not necessarily the bulkiest or display the most kin competition.